Hey guys, Katie here, and today I am doing an on my shelf. This is my second on my shelf. It's been about 2 months since I did my first, and I just thought that it might be fun to talk about some of the books on my shelf. You can ignore the large pile in the back because that's just from another video I just filmed. So all of these are actually from Leanne at Literary Diversion. She gave me like 20 numbers, but I ended up only picking like 6 or 7. The first number was 1-3, and there I have Jane Austen's Catherine and Other Stories. I picked up randomly one day and I honestly haven't cracked it open since, but I think it'd be really interesting to read. On the back of this book it kind of talks a lot about how Jane Austen wrote as a young teenager and you know, the types of things she wrote about. It says, this sounds kind of cool and I'm going to read it one day, but I've kind of been not reading Austen, trying to read other things because I read a lot of Austen over and over in my life. She was my first love. The second number that Leanne gave me was 2-6, and that is the Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I have never read this before. It's just a classic that I thought would be good to read, and I've been kind of feeling like classics would be fun lately, so I picked it up on one of my trips to the bookstore. And I actually got this from Books A Million. I usually go to Barnes & Noble. That's all we have here is a Barnes & Noble and a Books A Million, and it turns out Books A Million has kind of a better selection. They have all the Penguin editions. They have like the cool Dubliners Penguin edition that's new that I really love. So I like this cover too. It's pretty cool, and actually I should have put this in my TBR for this month because I really meant to read it sooner. It's just that I managed to, you know, organize it on my bookshelf, and now it's kind of out of the way and I forgot about it, so it's definitely something that I need to get to. The next number was 3-6, and this is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling. Beloved book. I'm really excited about this movie. I haven't read this in a long time. I bought it when it first came out along with the Quidditch Through the Ages book, and I read them all in like 5 seconds because they're tiny, but it's so fun. It's so wonderful. The next number is 116, and it is The Awakening by Kate Chopin. I think I'm supposed to buddy read this month with Ellie from the Bibliophile and someone else. I can't remember. It might be Leanne at Literary Diversions, but I'm really excited about this. I read it in college, but I don't remember anything about it. And I'm pretty sure I picked this up the same day that I got the Scarlet Letter, so I think I was definitely on a classics hunt that day. So my dog is nesting on my bed and it's a little noisy. Thanks a lot. Ah, she's down. It's done. Next is a book that I've talked about before because this was a BookTube Reading Buddies read. It's the Lies of Lockemora by Scott Lynch, and I really liked it. I was having a lot of fun. I just couldn't sit down and focus on it. I hope to try again soon. Everybody who read this loved it, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. The next book on my pile is Laini Taylor's Blood and Starlight. I had a lot of fun reading the first book in this series, and right now the name escapes me, but you guys know all about this. I haven't touched this yet, but I heard it was good from Jen at Today in Jen's Library, and I trust her so much, and she's wonderful. This is gonna be the kind of book I pick up maybe when I'm in a slump and need something fun to read, because it was a really fun series. Even though the book was kind of crazy in the end, I still really enjoyed it, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading the next installment. I really liked the main character. She's pretty fun. The next number was 314, I think, and it is The Secret History by Donna Tartt, which I am waiting to read as a buddy read, which I think is next month. And I'm so bad at keeping track of buddy reads, so forgive me. But I'm really excited to read this book. I think it's gonna be right up my alley. Like, tell me if you've read the book, but I really enjoyed the movie The Da Vinci Code. You know, I'm not a big fan of Dan Brown's writing, but the book was exciting too. Like, I just like kind of academic thriller, and I think that's sort of what this is. So I picked this up finally after staring at it for months. And yeah, buddy read soon. The final book, I forget what number it was. It is What Jane Austen Ate and Charles Dickens Knew. From Fox Hunting to Whist, The Facts of Daily Life in 19th Century England by Daniel Poole. I have no idea if this is good or terrible. I have read bits and pieces of it, and it's really fun because it just gives you basically the details of you know, everyday things in 19th century England. I got this a long time ago when I was on a Jane Austen kick, which has lasted like 10 years, I don't know. And it's stayed with me since then, and it still looks pristine, which is crazy because I've lent it out. But cool book. I can't really speak much to the contents. I've read very little, but definitely an enjoyable read. Anyway, those are some books from my shelf. If you want to do an on my shelf video, I will leave some numbers below, so I hope that maybe you'll consider that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!